Choosing the right ad platform for your business's marketing can make or break your success. In this video, I'm going to break down the pros and cons of the top online marketing platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Google, and YouTube so that you can choose the right platform for your business. Stick around to find out which platforms have the best return on investment so that you can reach your growth goals. We'll cover the strengths and weaknesses of each platform, who these work best for, what you need to know before diving in, and what you can expect so that you can maximize your ad dollars. Let's dive in. We're going to start with Facebook ads, one of the most popular platforms for online advertising. Facebook ads are incredibly versatile and offer a lot of different creative formats so that you can find what works best for your business. This could be static images, animated images, carousels, video ads, and more. Facebook also gives you a lot of different options in terms of how you want to optimize your ads. This is called your ad objective. Choosing the right objective is critical for any campaign because ultimately Facebook is going to use that objective as the primary outcome that you are looking for. For example, if you're looking to generate leads, but you choose an objective like traffic, reach, or engagement, you're not going to see the leads that you want to see. Instead, they're going to be trying to get you more clicks, which do not necessarily correlate to conversions, more video views, or simply help you reach the maximum number of people. Because of this, you do have a lot of flexibility in how you structure your different campaigns. There are certain types of campaigns that we call level 1 ads that are great for things like video views or engagement. But ultimately, when you're looking to see conversions, you want to use things like leads or sales as your objective. They also give you some great options in terms of targeting. Over the years, Facebook has ultimately reduced a lot of the behavioral and interest-based targeting that they used to offer, which has really stumped a lot of advertisers, but you still have some amazing options to help you reach the people you need to reach. You can still use things like behavioral targeting or interest-based targeting. There are some great features such as life events. This would be related to someone getting married, having a child, or moving. These are things that people are typically going to update on their Facebook profile that they really might not be sharing on other platforms. So they do know a lot about how old someone is, when their birthday is, when their anniversary is, and those significant life events that might impact who you want to reach. You also can create audiences called lookalike audiences that can be very effective in finding people that are exactly like or really similar to those that you're trying to target. We also have options called Advantage Plus audiences. This is really using machine learning to help the algorithm determine on its own, without you needing to make a lot of selections, who this ad is best designed for. In that case, your ad copy and creative really become what is doing the targeting. Facebook still has one of the highest demographics on the platform in terms of the number of people that are using this daily. They have people in all different age ranges, countries, and different family makeups or income levels. So no matter who it is, you have a pretty good idea that there is a solid audience of these people on Facebook. In a lot of cases, you'll find that higher net worth individuals actually spend more time on Facebook. So if you're looking to target people within that space, Facebook can be a great option. For a lot of business owners, they may worry that their target audience is no longer using Facebook, but we have not found that to be the case whatsoever. That doesn't mean that everyone within your demographic is using this platform, but it does mean that there should be enough people on those platforms for any given business to have a pretty decent size audience to serve your ads to. One of the cons of Facebook is because it's such a popular online advertising platform, the competition can be fierce. So you need to make sure that you understand what it takes to get the best results. Some of the tracking changes have also made it really difficult for advertisers who are not super savvy to actually track the effectiveness of their ads. Now, there are plenty of ways around this, but if you do not know what those other tracking methods are, you may be looking at data that's inaccurate that will lead you to poor marketing decisions that will ultimately waste your ad budget. Now, when Facebook ads first started, it was really like the wild west, and you could get extremely low cost results. But over the years, the costs have increased. Now, that does not mean that you still won't be able to get really great results in terms of cost per lead, cost per schedule, or customer acquisition cost, but it does mean you need to be very focused on getting the right types of ads, focused on the right offer, driving them to the right destination, destination if you want your costs to be aggressive. Facebook ads are great for B2B businesses, B2C businesses, online stores, local businesses within a specific geographic area, and any business that relies on visual elements or storytelling to help sell their offers. This can also be great for businesses who know that they've got a unique product and service, but people may not really know about it or understand it yet, so you can put that in front of people that do not have to be searching for it and still get conversions. If you're thinking about running Facebook ads, make sure to check out my video on how to set up your campaigns properly so that you can get the best possible result. The link's going to be in the description. Next up is Instagram, which is also owned by Facebook. So it shares many of the same features and targeting capabilities. Now, the pros of Instagram is that oftentimes it will have a different demographic. Now, that doesn't mean that the people on Instagram are not also on Facebook, but you will have people that use Instagram that are not active on Facebook, so it can expand your reach. It's also a very visual platform, so any business that has that visual component can do really well on Instagram if they set things up properly. The ability to use things like Reels or Instagram carousels can also be this nice mix between what looks organic and what is actually performing as an ad, which can give you better results. Facebook and Instagram DMs are also a really nice feature of these platforms because a lot of people use those messaging apps to stay in touch with friends and family, meaning they are checking those regularly, and there are different ads that you can run on both platforms that are focused on message conversions. This is something that we don't really have the ability to do with platforms like Google and YouTube. The downside of Instagram ads is that it's also relatively competitive, especially in certain industries or people who are targeting certain demographics. It's also a mobile-first platform, which means that if your ads are not optimized for mobile, they're not going to perform very well. You also need to make sure that the type of ads you're running on Instagram feel like a good fit for the content that would already be present on Instagram. So if you're not very familiar with that, you may have a hard time creating really effective Instagram ads. I recommend is that people use Facebook and Instagram simultaneously. We have the ability to set up our ad campaigns in Facebook Ads Manager, but have them run on both platforms. If your business is getting more conversions on Instagram than it is on Facebook, Facebook is naturally going to put more impressions on Instagram because it wants to help you get the best possible results. Because of that, it's a great 2-for-1 combo. You do not have to set up ads on 2 separate platforms to get the benefits of both platforms. Instagram ads can work great for fashion, health, beauty, B2B services as well, and anything with that strong visual component, or for anybody who's already finding great success organically on Instagram. This could be a natural fit for your business. Now let's talk about Google Ads, the king of search advertising. Google Ads are really unmatched when it comes to high intent traffic or people who are actively looking for the products and services that your business can provide. When someone searches for those products and services, they're really thinking about buying, at least within the next couple of months. And so you're going to only be showing those ads to people who are thinking that they want to move forward, meaning you're going to reduce the number of tire kickers that you might get in terms of your lead generation, and you should be able to convert them into a sale a little bit more quickly in some cases. Now, this isn't always true, and it does depend on the typical length of your buying cycle, and if your landing pages or websites are actually set up properly for conversions. But this can be an amazing option to really maximize a budget by only showing them to people who are most likely to convert. With Google, you can also run your ads on millions of different websites using their display ad options, which is going to increase your brand visibility and help you to get some lower cost conversions. Now, Google ads can be expensive, especially in certain industries. Some are extremely competitive and your cost per click is going to be high. Now, that doesn't mean that your conversion cost will be super high, but if that applies to your industry, you need to have a very specific focus on making sure that your funnel or website is really designed to capture leads in the most effective way possible. Otherwise, you could lose a lot of money. It also requires a solid understanding of the keyword research that your business needs and the different bidding strategies and campaign structures that will allow you to see the best results. The learning curve on any of these platforms can be a little steep for beginners, but trust me, I have worked with people at all levels of technical knowledge to help them set up and launch their campaigns and scale them up. So no matter where you're starting, trust me, this is something that you can do. As I mentioned, Google Ads are best for products and services that people are actively searching for. If you've got something really new and unique in your niche that people don't even really know about, you're probably not going to find a lot of search traffic or volume for those keywords on Google. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't do longer form keywords so that you can capture the topics that people might be searching for in relation to your product or service, but you're going to have to approach that a little bit differently. Last but not least, let's talk about YouTube ads. It is also owned by Google, and this is the second largest search engine in the entire world. People come to be entertained and see videos that are suggested, but most often they're coming to look up things specifically related on what they are interested in or need to know right now. Because it is a video-based platform and video is one of the most engaging content formats, this can be an amazing combination. You do not need a large YouTube channel to really succeed with ads, but what you are going to need is really effective and well-crafted video ad creative. We don't have any ad copy to rely on, so the strength of the video creative is the most important thing for success. An amazing benefit to YouTube is the incredible targeting options. Because this is a search engine and because it's owned by Google, they have an extensive amount of data on what people are searching for and what types of content they're already interested in, so you can get a very specific avatar to view your video ad. Now, getting them to convert is going to be dependent on the strength of the ad, the strength of the offer, and the strength of the landing page that you're sending them to, but you're going to have a much better chance of getting in front of that exact right person, giving you a higher probability of success. There are a lot of different options when it comes to YouTube ads, such as skippable, non-skippable, display, or even search-based results. So like any of the platforms we've discussed, understanding those options and the proper campaign setup is going to be critical to really getting great results. Now, one of the cons, as I mentioned, is that it requires you to have high quality video ad creative. Now, that does not mean that you need to go into a studio and have this professionally produced. You can have some very organic feeling videos perform well, but the scripting of that video ad is so important, and being able to capture attention within the first 5 seconds before someone can skip, especially if this is a skippable ad, is going to ensure that you get the most volume actually going through the entire ad. If they only watch the first couple of seconds, they're never going to hear about the offer, they're never going to hear that call to action, and ultimately they're not going to convert. Most business owners really struggle when it comes to video content, and because of that, starting with YouTube ads can be a slight challenge. Now, if you have the ability to get some support on the scripting and recording of YouTube ads, then this is something you can absolutely do on a relatively low budget and something that doesn't take a crazy amount of time, but you're going to need more than one video ad. I recommend anywhere from 2 to 4 to get started, because we can't put up one ad and expect that to dictate if YouTube ads will work or not work for your business. It could be that that specific ad was just not the one that's resonating. So having several different video ads means you have to have several different scripts and several different videos recorded and edited. So if this is something you feel comfortable doing, YouTube can be great, but again, for most, that video creative element provides the biggest challenge for YouTube ads. So who are YouTube ads best for? Well, these are great for businesses that have got an educational component to their business. It's also great for products that really need more of that demonstration, or for businesses who want to develop more of that personal connection with their audience. Anytime we are promoting our business through video, especially if you as the owner or manager will actually be in those videos, people start to feel like they know you, they trust you, they like you through that content. So that can make it extremely effective in bringing in high quality leads. You already have a YouTube channel that's getting some decent traffic and traction. You can also leverage that to create better audiences and maximize the impact of your organic strategy by ensuring the people who are already watching your content see the ads related to the offers you want to promote. If you want to learn how to set up your first or next ad campaign successfully, I've got a video that covers this. Make sure you check that out. The link's going to be in the description. So how do you choose the right advertising platform for your business? Well, ultimately, you need to understand your business model. You also need to understand your audience, where they are going to be spending a lot of their time, and where they're going to be most open to the products and services that you provide. This is also going to depend on your budget and your resources. Do you have the ability to create the type of ads that YouTube would really want to see? Or is this something that you need to start with something like Google that does not really have that creative hurdle to overcome and that has a very limited amount of text that you need to create? Or are you a business that's very visual and maybe you've got a lot of images already that you could use for Facebook and Instagram ad creative with some effective copy? You're going to be just fine. I strongly recommend that businesses do not just focus on one platform forever, but I do think it's such a great great idea to pick one, go all in on creating ads that actually work and perform for your business before you move into the next platform. If you are constantly dabbling a little bit in this one and that one, you're never really going to be able to give it the budget, the focus, the attention that it needs to actually succeed. So instead of spreading yourself or your team too thin, pick the one you want to start with and then go all in until you see the results that you're looking for. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure to like it, comment if you've got questions, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss anything new. And if you need help understanding which advertising platform is right for your business and how to set up your ads on those platforms for maximum success, I'd absolutely love to help. Click the button in the description to schedule a call with me and my team. We'd love to get a game plan in place for you. Now go ahead, choose the platform that you want to focus on, and dive in right away so that you can see the best financial results for your business. See you on the next one.